is only with a long-term vision that we are going to help towards solving it. Conservation of water, utilization of water, which is not easy to convince others, including people in your own institution. You talk about handicapped people and understand. You talk about HIV people and understand. No, watershed, I know because I had experience. What is this watershed? So I should congratulate you for that. Now the other thing I think I should also congratulate you all is that you all unique about it is you all brought in NABARD into the organization. And I would say that your interaction with NABARD, and there should be some mutual sharing because NABARD has also been in watershed quite a lot. And this I think is something you all can look at. It's a good move, but you all should exploit the potential. The other thing is through NABARD, if you can work with the government, state governments, you should carry that further and talk about collaboration. Because I find that the state government in its new watershed project, after implementing 3 or 4 projects since 83, where people were involved, they have completely forgotten. I think that's a challenge because you can use NABARD as a stepping stool. What is unique about you have brought in 2 things. You have brought in the people into watersheds. They are involved, and you have also begun to look at several impacts of water. If you are talking about water conservation, you don't need to look at watershed. Watershed is an integrated project. It's quite surprising that HUF went into water. When if I look at all its products, they are not water guzzlers. They are not like the soft drinks company. They are not water guzzlers, but yet they are going into water. The other fact is, if you look at your own statistics of HUF, 40% of your products are sold in the rural areas. And therefore, to my mind, you should move just beyond conservation of water towards people using water to increase their income so that they are able to buy your products. To me, it's quite logical. If I was sitting in your place, I would say, I'm not just interested in water conservation. I want to look at water conservation which can be used by local people to improve their production, agriculture, cattle rearing, increase their income, and at the end of the story, buy my products. Because 40% of your products are sold in rural areas. So I think with this pressure, internal drive, which is logical to my mind, HUF should move in this direction. One is to bring in government to begin to re-understand what government was doing before, the role that peoples are playing in this whole watershed. 2 is to go beyond just water conservation, as you are doing, to go to the social use of water and the productive use of water, resulting in increasing of incomes, so that people really are in a better position to buy products. So I think these are things which we need to look at more specifically.
HUL was celebrating their 75 years in India, so they wanted to improve the livelihood enhancement of 75,000 poor women, at least getting 2,000 rupees monthly income, earning through some sort of a livelihood enterprise activity. So that we were able to collaborate with them, and it was very successful. After that, with one of their HUL factory in Pondicherry, there was a very small project for renovating 8 water ponds in and around Pondicherry state to improve the groundwater for drinking water stability. That was quite successful again. This project in 2010, we have been focusing on improving the livelihoods of the poor farmers in one of the drought-prone basins. So HUF has supported us to renovate 250 tanks in a chain of tanks. This project is a very unique because this is one of the large-scale project in a very smaller basin, and where there is a very much need for a water. It is a water scarce basin. We see it's a very, very unique project in the sense. So with HUF, we have been able to reach nearly about 18,000 families. Most of them are small and marginal farmers as well as landless. In this project, we were able to augment nearly about 44 million cubic meter of water. For HUL also, as a water positive company, they see it's one of the great initiative, augmenting water storage in a traditional watering for benefiting the bottom of the pyramid people. That way we are very happy to work with HUF in this project. We took about 3.5 years to complete the whole project by this March 2014. And in this partner effort with HUF, other stakeholders also we were able to bring on board. For example, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, Rabobank Foundation, some of the banks, because once you rejuvenate the water for agriculture purpose, for agriculture operation, farmers needs credit. So unless until the credit is made available at a affordable rate of interest by the farmers, they will be depending on the money lenders and other things. As part of this project, we also formed the microfinance groups of farmers within the Tank Association, and we made them to link with the banks for crop loan and other things. So by this way, the total outlay of the project is about 15 crores. Community contributed about 20% cost of the project during the renovation, and NABARD, Rabobank Foundation and GIZ type of institutions were able to support another 5 crores. Banks and community participation contribution came around 5 crores. So today, total 15 crores worth of project we have been able to successfully do it. As far as the synergy is concerned, we also brought other stakeholders, especially academia, for into effectiveness of this program by way of some sort of a research study. Baba Atomic Research Station, Mumbai, is tracing the groundwater quantity in a renovated cascade. And again, in one of the Hettridge tanks, Iowa State University from United States. So we are also thinking of doing some sort of GIS and remote sense based impact assessment with the support of HUF. So that way we see this is a very, very important project. We are very proud to associate with the Hindustan Unilever Foundation, and I am very thankful to the entire HUL management and HUF for giving this opportunity to serve the poor. Thank you.
Our collaboration with Hindustan Unilever Foundation is towards exploring collaborative approaches where Hindustan Unilever is bringing in community-based partners on water issues, and our work with Alliance for Water Stewardship is looking at site-specific catchment-based approaches to work with those community-based partnerships and link it to the businesses, their upstream and downstream on water issues. So I think that is a wonderful synergy around partners related to communities, related to business, related to policy makers. Hindustan Unilever Foundation playing a wonderful role in this whole process of synergizing the entire effort. I must congratulate Hindustan Unilever Foundation and the team behind it. The specialization that the organization that have brought in by Hindustan Unilever Foundation is very unique, because you are not operating on the surface. You're actually going deeper into the issues and finding partners and driving them to achieve certain indicators, which is something unique about Hindustan Unilever Foundation, because in the non-profit sector, much of it is not based on the kind of indicators that you have given them, the kind of targets that you are working with, and both have agreed together to achieve is remarkable, I would say. Mainstream businesses, the supply chain part is missing at this point. It might be valuable for you to explore those relationships where this civil society organization can bring the communities closer to the global corporations in their supply chain. I think that would be a good work you will be able to do in this process.
Our program is based around NPM paddy, that's non-pesticide managed paddy. Paddy accounts for nearly about 1/3 of India's food crop, and also 1/3 of its caloric content. Its nutritional part that actually concerns us, because the amount of synthetic pesticides or chemical fertilizers that have been pumped into paddy actually make it a major health hazard for many of our people. not just for the consumers but also for the farmers who are handling this. Non-pesticide management is a practice that basically tries to do away with synthetic pesticides, and that's what our focus is. In the process of doing this, as part of our integrated crop management practice, we also realized that we were actually having an impact on reducing the amount of water that was required in flood irrigated paddy. And flood irrigated paddy accounts for nearly 50% of the total rice production in the country. It was around this time that also the World Bank came up with a note which actually said that climate change had already affected paddy production, I think this is last year, to the extent of about 6%, or about 75 million tons. So we also now see water as a very critical component of adaptation. And as part of NPM, we are now taking NPM itself and taking it saying, can we get into systematic rice intensification, so SRI paddy? And if we are able to do that, we would actually be able to reduce water use in paddy by about 50%. And that really is what has brought us into this particular program, that we moved actually from a produce, which is the NPM paddy, a safe food for our consumers and for our farmers, to actually traveling back to looking at what actually enables that, and which is the water. For all our experiences, this would continue to have a localized impact. And while that is important, we actually feel that our learnings can actually be shared with a larger landscape. The fact that HUF and its different partners are working on different components of water, so with watersheds or with with drip irrigation, with technology, with practice, with treatments, we feel that if we can bring our piece into this, then the value of the network in a sense is optimized. It's been interesting. Normally when you go to a donor agency, you have a program, you have a need, and you ask for funds for that. But I think in working with HUF, they have actually got us to revisit our program. So we started with, for example, NPM paddy. We realized that we save water in this, so that was our connect with HUF. But in the process of then going through their processes, we've actually started looking at water itself. Earlier it was a byproduct of the NPM paddy that we were looking at. We are now in a sense come back to a point of sort of saying actually NPM is a byproduct of water. Okay, so in that sense of it, there's been a repositioning in our minds, and that has actually opened up our engagement with our communities, because it means that we no longer now just operate with, let's say, with farmers, but we're now looking at drinking water, we're looking at water for livestock, so there's a whole range that now opens up simply because of the positioning having changed. I see a tremendous amount of value add. We've looked at NPM, but now we are actually looking at water, right, in terms of all its dimensions and different facets in the community. So I think the value add is going to be fantastic. It's not in terms of the funds received, but actually in the way our mind is now beginning to engage with our environment. And I think that's really where the value will come in.
There are two fundamental reasons why we engage with issues on water. As the name suggests, ecological security, water is a critical and irreplaceable element and a system within the ecological integrity issues. That's one of the things which is being supported clearly with this initiative. The second reason why we want to engage on issues of water is also to make it a common a resource valued as a common pooled resource and managed as a common property regime. Water is a common pooled resource. The tanks, irrigation systems are better managed as a collective. For this, it requires people from different backgrounds, even within a community, to come together for discussing a common future direction and resolving their problems as well. The entire theory of common property resources works around certain design principles of inclusion, of monitoring their own activities, sanctions, nested enterprises. This is only conceivable when people come together. While this is as a commons at a village level requires coordinated effort, even commons across villages requires people coming together from different villages to manage a larger aquifer or a river or an irrigation canal. Hindustan Unilever Foundation's intervention is to allow the organization to ride on its strengths. We had been singing this common story for a long time, and Hindustan Liver joined hands with us to further strengthen what we wanted to do and put the narrative vis-a-vis water. So it is not that they were asking us to do anything different, they were asking us to relate vis-a-vis water our philosophy of commons. That is a very nice donor and practitioner partnership that we are seeing. The another important element that I see in Hindustan Lever is its belief of looking at governance related issues, ecological sustainability related issues and equity related issues in the same stream. This kind of a screening helps to look focusedly at what are the economic opportunities, what are issues of social justice, and how is sustainability being addressed at various levels. So this is something which I think is a hallmark of the engagement with Hindustan Unilever Foundation.
Now recently we have entered into a partnership with HUF, and the main focus or uniqueness of this partnership is that whatever experience or expertise we have developed over the past years or NRM, so we have developed certain models, certain technology to supply water for agriculture. One of the prime objective of this project is to educate, build capability of SHG, particularly women SHG, to prepare the plan based on their own needs and also how to develop their own land and water situation over there. Uniqueness is that building capability of SHG and their Upasangha and Sangha, and through them not take it forward for upscaling the models and technology. In fact, while developing this proposal, the framework that HUF provided us, that was based on 10 principles and also the TBL. So when we discussed to develop that proposal, that time we found it very useful to look at it in a different perspective, particularly on water perspective, water calculation, water productivity. So that thing actually added to us.
हिंदुस्तान लीवर फाउंडेशन के साथ जो हमने काम शुरू किया, उस काम का अगर हम यूनिकनेस देखते हैं, बेसिकली इज टू थिंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दिस प्रोजेक्ट हैज़ वेरी मच गिव ए एम्फेसिस एंड परमार इंटायर टीम हैज़ एप्रिसिएटिंग दिस द वाटर कैलकुलेशन is the unique of this projects. And second thing is basically in the MIS generation is the very nice thing in these projects, and every activities and every components have create is the good MIS in every format and fill. And so basically in insurance practices in insurance audits is the good thing in the projects. I feel is the very good unique thing in we learn about this lot of in these projects in Parmar side. My project in the basically associated with the factory. So the factory team is every time the involving in every discussions in implementations. So is the good thing. Second thing is they have is a proper values as a partner. As a feel as a real sense of the partnership.
मतलब इसमें यूनिकनेस है, जो अनोखापन है इस प्रोग्राम में, वो ये है कि जो समुदाय की ज़रूरत है पानी, वाटर, उसको लेकर के ये काम करने का जो पहल HUF ने किया है, हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर फाउंडेशन ने किया है, वो अपने आप में मतलब अपने आप में अनोखा है. क्योंकि हम लोगों ने करीब 70 to 75 प्रोजेक्ट इम्प्लीमेंट किए हैं इन 30 ईयर्स, और किसी ने भी मतलब डायरेक्ट पानी बचाने के लिए मेरे साथ काम नहीं किया, इनडायरेक्ट किया है. लेकिन डायरेक्ट पानी को बचाना है या पानी को मैनेजमेंट करना है, कम्युनिटी को एंगेज करना है, दिस इज़ फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट फॉर आवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. दिस इज़ यूनिकनेस ऑफ दिस पार्टनरशिप. जो हम्बलनेस पार्टनर का जो एक होता है कि मतलब लेना देना वाला नहीं, वो यहाँ पे बिल्कुल इक्वली लगता है कि इक्विटी के साथ बात होती है. और कल से जब मैं पहली पार्टनर मीट है मेरी, तो इसमें जब मैं आया हूँ तो देख रहा हूँ कि यहाँ एडवाइजरी बोर्ड के भी लोग बैठे हैं और सीनियर जो CEO हैं HUF के वो बैठे हैं, और प्रोग्राम ऑफिसर्स जितने हैं साउथ और ईस्ट नॉर्थ के दोनों बैठे हैं. तो डिस्कशंस जो हो रहा है वो बिल्कुल बहुत ही रिस्पेक्ट के साथ हो रहा है। ऐसा नहीं कि आपका अनुभव ये है, मेरा अनुभव ये है, इस तरह का जो और पार्टनरशिप में कहीं कहीं, हर जगह नहीं होता है लेकिन कहीं कहीं हो जाता है कि ठीक है आपका अनुभव ये होगा लेकिन मेरा अनुभव ये। तो यहाँ पे वैसा नहीं, यहाँ पे इवन एडवाइजरी जो बोर्ड है HUF का, उसके लोग भी उसको बहुत रिस्पेक्ट के साथ रिकॉग्नाइज कर रहे हैं और रिकॉग्नाइज करके कह रहे हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये भी डिफरेंट थिंग है जो मेरे अपने इतने 30 इयर्स के जो एक्सपीरियंस में निकल के आ रहा है कि इस तरह से रिस्पेक्ट के साथ, हम्बल के साथ जो चीज़ों को सुनना, समझना और उसको एक्सेप्ट करना कि नहीं ठीक है, इसको ऐसे हम लोग कर सकते हैं। तो ये एक अलग है, मतलब और पार्टनरशिप की बजाय अभी उतना ज़्यादा इसमें वो नहीं होता है, डिबेट नहीं करते हैं कि नहीं नहीं आप जो कह रहे हैं वो नहीं, हम जो कह रहे हैं वो करिए। इस तरह का अभी तक इस पार्टनरशिप में नहीं आया है। आज तक कोई बात नहीं करता था कि पानी बचाना है और एग्रीकल्चर में बचाना है। यूपी इज ए बिग स्टेट इन आवर कंट्री, वहाँ पानी को लेकर के, वाटर को लेकर के बिहेवियर चेंज के लिए बड़ा काम करना चाहिए। उसको अगर हम लोग बिहेवियर चेंज में ले जाएंगे तो उतना बड़ा एक दायरा बढ़ेगा और वो रेप्लिकेट हो सकता है दूसरी जगह, दूसरे स्टेट में, वहाँ के एक्सपीरियंस हो। तो इस तरह से इसको हम लोग ले सकते हैं।
We are focusing on the demand side. That's concentrating more on behavioral change, which is difficult to bring in. There is need and requirement for agronomic practices which can save water and can give more crop per drop. The focus of Hindustan Unilever is on water, and BIF was more into livelihoods. Because of collaboration with HUF, we are focusing now more on another angle, which is efficient use of natural resources. We are concentrating on usage of water as well as reducing the cost of inputs. It has initiated a thought process. You have very strong systems for data collection, but at the same time, sometimes partners feel that you are demanding too much. Right at the inception of any project, in case a workshop can be conducted where we can have some sessions on the kind of MIS that can be developed in collaboration with the partners.
This project is unique in a way that it actually goes across commodities that we work on in India and tries to bring in a very vital component which was hitherto missing in the entire sustainable agricultural process that we were talking about. I will not say missing in a way, I mean there was water, was a component in all the work that we're doing. But water as an essential element in the whole agriculture process was not emphasized upon as it is being done through this process. The uniqueness of this project is that it actually plugs in or value adds into an ongoing process. We are working in sugarcane, we are working in cotton, we are working in tea, and we are also working in soybean. And as you would know that all these 4 commodities work, it probably covers almost the entire India, to say. This project covers about 11 states and 38 districts, and roughly it covers about 10 agroclimatic zones. The other uniqueness about this project is we are trying to emphasize on introducing initiatives of the project which actually would be sustainable in nature, and therefore all the initiatives are fairly easily adaptable. Essentially the focus is on better practices, but then the underlying emphasis is on sustainability.
The IFC works with a number of partners, not only in India but internationally, and we work in the area of promoting sustainable agriculture in all its dimensions. And our partnership with the Hindustan Unilever Foundation actually fits very well with the overall strategic alignment between the IFC and the priorities of the foundation. We are both equally interested in promoting sustainable agriculture. We are both equally interested in ensuring that there is water sustainability in our business. We are also together looking at managing the demand side issues on water management, which is very unique to our partnership. Most water programs focus more on supply side. And on top of all of this, I think we're also very impressed with the professionalism and integrity of the foundation, the credibility that they bring to the table. In the area of water, IFC and Hindustan Unilever Foundation are, I would say, natural partners. So while the current project with the foundation is only focused on sugar and we are only looking at 2 value chains, there is intent both at the IFC and at the foundation to really take this partnership to greater heights. We are looking at creating more water platforms where we could innovate and pilot new technologies, new practices focused on water sustainability. We're also looking at creating platforms for knowledge sharing between the experiences that IFC has had in our projects, not only in India but elsewhere, but also bringing in the experience that the Hindustan Unilever Foundation is having with its other partners across the country. There is a lot of rich experience that HUF brings to the table, and there is interest both at the management team in the IFC and at the HUF to really scale up this partnership to cover a large number of farmers and also influence the overall policy dialogue on water sustainability in agribusiness in India. There's a lot of positivity, there's a lot of good work that the foundation does. I think one area where we would suggest an improvement is that some of their processes and some of their documentation requirements are, I think, quite onerous to project teams, and I think if that could be simplified, that will be a big help for at least the grassroots teams who are implementing the projects. There's a lot of time that gets spent in reporting and documentation. We're not saying that that's not important, but I think the templates and some of the formats that are there are a little too tough for field teams to really manage, given the large volume of farmers that we're dealing with and the number of reporting points that we have to have on our projects. So if that could be simplified, I think that will go a long way in promoting efficiency at the grassroots level.